Hey, what's up, guys? The new update's finally here. Sorry it took me so long. I shot that video back in the beginning of March. So the next few months of school were just pretty hectic with finals and all. And now it's summer, and I'm just hanging out with my buddies and my girlfriend and working a little bit. Not really thinking about my tank all the time. Kind of neglecting it, actually. So yeah, if you had seen that last update, you may think, wow, not a lot has really changed in this tank. But actually, on Wednesday, I had to do an overhaul to both my tanks, and when I did this one, I had to trim basically all my plants and move some around. Some of the stems of Bacopa were like 2 to 3 feet long, just draped across the whole tank. I had huge lotus leaves that were like as big as my head, like 9 of them, just all over the top of the tank. And then, like I've said before in the past, that hairgrass loves to bunch in that left corner for some reason, and it just was collecting fish waste, so looking kind of shitty. So yeah, and then I did a huge 80% water change, which, if you keep fish tanks and stuff, I would not recommend doing an 80% water change regularly. In fact, I wouldn't really recommend it at all, unless you were in the position I was in, because it can be really stressful for your fish, and, stress can actually kill fish. And then if you disturb your gravel bed too much, you can actually kill your nitrifying bacteria, which basically keep your whole water chemistry in line. So yeah, the only plants that really didn't go crazy were my Java ferns and my stargrass. And Java fern just because they don't grow very fast, and the stargrass, I have no idea why it won't get established. It's not dying, it's staying green, but it just won't grow. So, and I also noticed that my angelfish like to snack on it, so I'm floating it right now, seeing if I can grow it a little bit, and then cut off the dead parts, and then plant the new stuff and see if I can get it established. Because I've seen videos here on YouTube of people who have it in their tanks, and it looks really cool once they get it established. So, gosh, sorry, I think I'm getting a cold or something. But goddamn. But yeah, still dosing the same stuff. There's my ferts up there. Excel every day, and then alternating macro and micronutrients, alternating days. Still the same filter, the Marine Land C160 canister. Same CO2 tank, I haven't had to replace it yet. And I did bump up my CO2 to about 2.2 bubbles per second. So yeah, and I still haven't replaced that diffuser, but now it looks really bad now. Like there's algae growing on top of the ceramic disc. For some reason, the suction cups, like the rubber they're made of, it always gets like calcified almost in this water. It gets really hard, and it's not as flexible anymore, and it just falls off. So now it's basically just leaning off the glass. You can see it over there. But yeah, so lately I have been thinking about like the future of this tank and like what I want to do with it. So first things first, we'll start with the plants. I think I'm gonna get rid of my hairgrass, because when I bought it, I thought it looked pretty tall in the store, but I was like, I'll have it just a couple tall pieces here and there, but it'll only grow like 2 to 3 inches long, which is what I wanted. But now each strand is like 5 inches long, and it's not looking that awesome, and it just always collects fish waste over in this corner and doesn't really spread out over there. So I think I'm gonna get some dwarf sage. It's a far less picky plant, and it grows way faster. And I've used it in the past, but didn't have much luck with it. But I feel like with this tank, with all the nutrients I have in there, it'll grow like crazy. I think I'm going to get rid of that lotus. I really like the color of it and everything, but those leaves, whenever they grow up to the top, they just block so much light. I think that's why it kills that hairgrass over there. I like my Java fern. I'm going to keep my stargrass. Going to keep some of this Bacopa or Rhodila, whatever it is. But I don't know what other kind of stem plant I'm going to get to grow in that back corner, because I think like a month and a half ago, I bought some big pieces of Ludwigia repens, or red Ludwigia, and it grew like crazy in the first couple weeks I had it, but then it just all of a sudden started melting, and I just had a whole bunch of stems sticking out of the water, or not sticking out of the water, but sticking out of the gravel, so it didn't look that awesome. And I'm also thinking about getting rid of all my cardinals, and getting 2 more angels, and 2 to 3 more Siamese algae eaters. So definitely make an update when that happens. Probably make some in between then too. But yeah, this tank's doing pretty good. My autos have been coming out more. There's one right there in front of the glass, if you can see him moving up and down. That's the little one, actually. And my Siamese algae eater's out like all day now. I don't know if in my last video if he actually was coming out or not, but remember, he was pretty shy at first. And also in that last update I made, I showed you guys my new tank that's been going. So I'll go show you that right now. God damn. So here it is. If you watched that last update, you may notice the hardscape's a little different, and that's because when I did like I said, I did overhauls on both tanks. So when I did this one, it was because I had a huge cyanobacteria infestation, or I had a whole bunch of blue-green algae. So I had to scrape off the glass, do a huge water change. Like I said, wouldn't recommend that one that big. And then cleaned off. I bleached my cryptocorines, which you need to be really careful if you're planning on doing that, because you can kill your plants. And then if you put your plants back in the tank without properly dechlorinating them or washing them off, then it can throw your water chemistry out of whack. I bleached the rocks, scraped off the glass as best I could, which obviously I didn't do a very good job because you can still see some. But yeah, the inhabitants, I have 2 German blue rams, which I think they're females, so that kind of frustrates me because I kind of wanted to breed them. But I don't think this pH is low enough as it is. And then I have this beta, which I think I'm going to get rid of the beta along with my cardinal tetras, and then get another a German blue ram male, because I found one at one of my local fish stores, and then get 3 to 5 pygmy cories and then some pencil fish. And then I really like the cryptocorines, the Wentities back there, the big ones in the back, but I hate this cryptocorine Willisi. I got it from a Petco just as an impulse buy, and it just sucks. I've had it before in the past. It never gets that big. So I think I'm going to go buy some more cryptocorine, like the big ones, like the Wentities back there. And then I'm also thinking about upgrading this light, because I'm doing like 0.93 watts per gallon. So I found like a light on Amazon for like $100 that I think it's like a high output T5, so it's like 36 watts. So I think I might upgrade to that. So yeah, then I'll be able to get some dwarf sage and maybe some cool stem plants in the future. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated, and I think I may be doing separate tank update videos from now on, just because I feel like my tanks are really going to start changing, and I don't want to go over my limit on each video. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for my other tank or this tank, comment, subscribe, share, and later.